Just drop that book, get to there, look for that book, Ask the Fool's Gambling Theater, and other books. There are so many good books on how to build your strong beliefs so that you can erase the negative stuff the world has been pushing to you. Now, second thing, the first thing you said, you have to work on your belief system. If I should earn the money I want, I should work on my belief system. Before, I thought working so hard is bad. Why? Because I was working with one company, being at the mercy of the employer, and I was like, no, this is not right. I need to have my own company. I need to work with other companies. Until I started believing that it's possible. Now I started working with more than 2 companies, and I working even with more than 20 companies. And in the same day, you find I'm becoming effective, which means that I had to change my belief system, start believing that I can work with so many companies and have so many streams of income. I guess it's just about you changing the way you look at things. Secondly, now, you need to look at your plan, the blueprint. It's crazy to know that if you find someone building a house without a plan, you'd look at him as an insane person. Honestly, find yourself building a plan, you don't know where the toilets are going to be, you don't know where the living room is going to be, the dining, you don't know how many bedrooms you're going to have, you don't know how your roof, where it's going to power water to. That looks more crazy, starting a house without a plan. I think that makes sense. Now, your blueprint is what we're talking about, is an exclusive plan. Now that you have a strong belief in yourself, that's not enough. You need to have a plan. How are you going to live from earning 10,000 a day to earning 1 million a day? Maybe I'm working on that blueprint. Yeah, I have one now. So in short, what I'm trying to say is that you yourself, you should liberate yourself from thinking that it's not possible. That's one we've handled. Now from there, have a plan. Most people don't have their life plans. The wind, wherever the wind wheels them to, is where they go. You get? Someone calls you, come and we go to have some bottles of beer. You say, yes, let me go. You don't first consult your plan. Where are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to do? And when? And because you don't have a plan, that's why you're always living an emergency life. When we are talking a plan, let us make it more simple. Let us start at home. Do you have a budget? Does your family work on a budget? Do you know even what you're going to eat on Tuesday as the week begins? That's what we are talking about, a plan. Why? Because once you receive money, you check on your budget. You're like, okay, we are supposed to buy A, B, C, D on such a date. How much are we supposed to spend a week? How much are we supposed to spend a month? How much have we reserved for emergencies? How much are we going to give as donations? How much are we going to... when do we buy this and when don't we buy? Why? Because once the money comes in, you check on your plan, your expenditure plan, and that is on the part of the budget. Now, do you know what you're going to do on Friday? Or you're waiting for the Friday to reach and start thinking, what am I supposed to do? Now, have a plan. Once you have a plan, then things get better. God had a plan in his creation. Every day he knew what he was going to create. You should also have a plan on your creation. We are creating the lives we are living. Know that on Tuesday I'm going to have this. On Wednesday I'm going to do this. On Thursday I'm going to do this. On Friday I'll do this. Saturday I'm going to do this. And I'm doing this because this is when I correct all these activities I'm doing, it can lead me to this destination. Why do you have to do it? You should become like a captain on the sea. The captain on the sea has a plan on how his ship is going to move. And he knows if the winds came, and if he was going to the east, and he knows the route he's going to take. If the winds are coming, hitting him the west, he knows how to position his ship so that even these winds, instead of becoming a problem, they become a pushing factor to reach his destination. But most of us, we don't have a plan, we don't have a route to our success. That's why winds become a negative force other than becoming a positive force. Once you know how, once you make your own plan, which we are calling now a blueprint, the winds that were supposed to kick you out of your position, they will push you towards your position. What you called emergencies will no longer be emergencies because even you thought of them and you know how to handle them. So ladies and gentlemen, life should be lived according to plan. Why should you not plan for your life? Is the house more important than your life? If you have space, time to go pay an architecture to draw yourself your life plan, sorry, your house plan, why don't you pay a coach you admire to help you in developing your life plan? You get? Why should you not do that? So is your house more important than your life? I think the time you give to building a house, you consult the architects, you consult the engineers, you go even survey your land, you see how depth is your water, the place you want to put the house on, how is the wind, is the land soft, all those details you look at them. But you don't even look at the details of your life. Then you're becoming a joke. If you can give much attention to your house and give less attention to your life, honestly, you deserve some canes. I deserve some canes. We are not serious, honestly. Because even we don't know how last year ended, even we don't know how this year is going to end, you can be called anytime and go anywhere. And that is very funny. Honestly, you need to have a life plan. Have a life plan. Sit down. Get mentors, get coaches. If it's going to be your financial plan, part of your plan should be financial plan. How are you going to get from 1 million a day to 10 million a day? Have that plan. Consult those who have made it that way and let them show you how they have done it. Learn from them and add that concept in your plan. Have a healthy plan. Why? You need to have a healthy plan. If you're sick, then you have issues. You need to know, like personally, I had a problem with my weight. One day I was 115 kg and I was like, what? How did I reach here? I reached there because I had a healthy plan. I ate whatever stuff came to my way. All junks were my friends. I used to eat between me. I had any plan concerning the health. Less exercises, more hours of sitting in the offices, having teas and whatever, those junky foods. At the end of the day, you wake up early morning, you're 115 kg, and you go on a weighing scale, you're like, what? This is not serious. And before you know it, you're obese. Now, instead of wearing small shirts and t-shirts for you in XX large, and instead of sleeping on bed sheets, you sleep on towels because you sweat the whole life. The whole night means sweating, battle. You breathe poorly. You stand a life of having stroke, heart attack, diabetes, and all those lifestyle diseases that comes when you don't control your weight. Now, once I realized that I was stupid and ignorant about my health plan, I had to develop a plan. Part of my life plan, I added a section of health. How do I live from 115 kg to at least 75? And I started it. And of course, we have lost more than 30 kg. So what am I trying to say? You should have a plan, even your spiritual plan. I mean, you need to be spiritually upright. Not this stuff that you're being taught every day from thieves. I mean, you need to work on your spiritual life and so many other aspects of life. But for me, I'm reminding you on a financial plan because most of us, we have other plans, but we've been so lazy at getting financial plan. Now, once you have belief in yourself, all you need is to have a blueprint written down. Never trust your head. Science tells us that you forget 80% in the first 40 minutes. You acquire that data. So put it on paper. Even house plans are not put in your head. They are printed on papers. So have that plan. Know what you're going to do after 10 years. Know where you'll be after 10 years. Have at least, if having a life plan is hard, have a 10-year plan for your life. That is a little bit honorable. But for serious companies, they have 1 century plans, etc. So in short, you should know that. And now, once you have the blueprint and it is the best, how do you know it is the best? How do you know that your house plan is the best? By consulting architects and engineers. We also have life coaches, we have mentors, we have teachers, people you admire, people who are living the life you really admire to live. Pay them some money and they will help you in developing your plan. That is very key. Now, the third thing is ability. That is where we are coming now.